In this video we are going to add the controller which will be for deleting the items. So first let's import this item modules. Second thing, add the controller function. So let's give a name, delete item. So this function will be having two parameters. One is request and second one is response. Now then try catch. So we need to export this controller function and let's import it into a router.js. Okay, so till now we have used all these static routers. So for deleting items we will be using the dynamic router. So that means the item which we are going to delete, so for that we need the ID. So based on the ID we are going to delete the particular item. So here we'll add this ID. So this ID will be dynamic. So once the user will send this ID while calling this API, so we'll delete that particular item. So let's add this controller function. Okay, so now the main question is how we can access this ID. So the parameters, we can access it through the request object. So in the request object we have something called params. So this params is nothing but an object, and this one is having this ID. So the ID which we are having inside here in this router, so this ID, this name should be same as this ID. So now let's let ID. So let's check whether we are able to access this ID or not. Let's console it. Okay, so anything we can pass. Let's copy this and let's go to let's select the HTTP localhost. Okay, so as a ID anything you can pass, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Delete. Let's hit this one. So you don't send anything because this API it's not sending anything as a response. So if you go to here, so if you see we can access this dynamic parameter. So let's write the code which will help to delete the item from the database. So the query will be so the model, and the function will be using delete one. So delete one is a method, it's a mongoDB method which will find the element and delete the first match. The ID be, if the ID is same, then it will delete. So result, if we have this result, then return will send the success response. In our case status would be 200 and result will be sending item has been deleted, or in the else case, if it's not able to delete, we'll send something like 400, we'll send 400 a bad request. Not able to delete. Or if something is wrong in the server side, if server is down, so in this case we'll send this. So our controller is ready now, so let's test in the Postman. Okay, so currently we have the two items, so let's delete the item number 1. So we need to copy this ID, and this is our API. So now instead of passing this dummy ID, we'll be passing the actual one, and let's see. Okay, the item has been deleted, we got the success result, and the success code is 200. So let's check whether it's deleted or not. So let's call this API get all items. Now if you see here, we have only one item available, which is item number 2, because item number 1 already has been deleted. Okay, so in the next video we are going to see the update items. We'll add the controller for the update items.